Hello and welcome to my lovely Sagittarians. Welcome to your zodiac reading for September 1st, Friday, 2023. I'm starting with Sagittarius again this time. I'm going to be doing a different spread that I did for the first reading I did last month. And you can look at your other signs as well, in your moon, Venus, and rising positions if you don't know already, which you can't imagine a Sagittarian doesn't know, but it's possible, right? That if you register for a free account at astro.com, astro.com, and register as a free account, and then put your information in, your name, and what your name at birth, and where you're located in the world, along with your birth date and possibly your what do you call it, your time of birth. You don't need it, but it just helps your chart to be more specific if you're really into your birth chart. But if you don't know it, your time of birth, don't sweat it. It's no big deal. You don't have to have it. But you'll find out that your sun sign, of course, is Sagittarian, but your moon sign, what zodiac sign is your moon sign, what zodiac sign is your Venus, and then your rising or ascending position on your chart, what zodiac sign is for that. Just so you have 3 more zodiac readings that you can actually watch and garner more information that'll help round out what's going on with you currently right now in the love department, finances, or health, or whatever it is that you're looking for. And I just finished doing a alphabet reading, it's a new series I just started today, and there's 26 alphabets, right, in the there's 26 letters in the alphabet, and I just did A today. I did not mean to do A. I apologize to everybody who does not have A as their first name, either their first name, nickname, or middle name, or if you often go by your last name, you're most referred to by your peers and others by your last name, then you would use the first letter of your last name, whatever you're most identifying with. And I randomly drew the letter A of all the letters in the box. So there you go. I just finished doing that. I'll be uploading that. Yeah, and if you want to watch that, that'd be great. And if you like what you see and hear, will you please consider subscribing and liking and commenting? I love your comments. Thanks so much. Let's get going, Sagittarius. We're doing a different different spread. It's called the Celtic Cross spread for you this month. Okay, so it's a lot more in depth, more information. It takes longer too. Just so you know, if you want a quick reading, this is not the one that you'll want to watch. Okay, here we go. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, what can we know for our Sagittarians today? This is the Collective Soul Tarot by the way, and my name is Kay. I don't think I even said that. But in any case, yep, this is the Collective Soul Tarot. And Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit are my guides that are going to help me, interpret the cards correctly and to see clearly. So we're going to cut first, and then we're going to start. Okay, Sagittarius, what are we starting off with? The overall current energy. It's the one that's current situation, overall energy. The World. Well, that's a good one. So it's an ending of one cycle of life, or chapter, if that's what you want to call it, and you're moving into a new one, or at least you want to get into a new cycle. It may be that you're trying to relocate to somewhere, across the world, to go somewhere else, because the World card obviously means that, and it's a World Wide Web type of energy as well, being connected to the world like that. So let's see what the challenge is. 4 of Wands. Oh, a commitment is putting a wrench in your plans. Okay, what's the distant past energy? 7 of Swords, haven't been sneaky and underhanded in the past, distant past. Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius. This is like either you're receiving karma, or you are, or the wheel is turning in your favor now, and you're on you think you're going to be heading out on a destined path. Queen of Cups is in your thoughts, so you have somebody on your mind, Sagittarius, that you see as the Queen of Cups, or this is you. But I feel like this is somebody, a masculine, that's thinking about someone they see as a Queen of Cups. The Emperor. This is the most recent, what do you call it, future. Like, this is the future, right? It's like the future is now, right here. This is what's coming up right away. The bridging energy. Emperor energy. So that's what you're sitting in, is Emperor energy. Well, Emperor energy can mean, because you've got a commitment over here, which is like having a married life with somebody. You are a husband. You are a husband. You don't want to be a husband anymore. You want to instead step into the Emperor role of being someone who's in charge and in control of your life, and who is coming correct into a new destination, new destined plan towards somebody, his Queen of Cups. Okay, what are you most afraid of, Sagittarian? Nine of Cups, being overindulgent or not having your wish fulfilled. You see your relationship with your Queen of Cups as a wish fulfillment, but you also may have been overindulgent in the past, and you're worried that this kind of behavior, the sneakiness and overindulgent, is just going to get you into trouble. It's not going to get you what you want. Who's in your environment? Somebody who is in the Three of Cups, somebody who is, they're social, they're just happy and lucky, what do you call it? Fancy free and lucky, happy-go-lucky, that's it. Happy-go-lucky type of personality or individual, the way they live their life. You see them as being someone you want to reunite with and to celebrate with. But that's what they are. Like, this is who's in your environment, okay? Somebody that is like that. Yeah, just happy. Okay, we'll know more. What you hope for, you hope to become enlightened, and you hope to be happy, 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 right? That your life is going to be all sunshine and rainbows. Well, who doesn't want that, right? With your Queen of Cups. That's what you're hoping for. That you got some things to get over. Some energy you need to put in the past. And the karma you may have been experiencing something with your marriage or just life in general that seems like it's been karma that you've been paying off. All right, and the most potential outcome is the High Priestess. Okay, so it'd be somebody that you are wanting to engage with in whatever way that looks like, that you see it as something that's been divinely inspired, but not necessarily known. There's been secrets that have been hidden, that you want to be able to bring the divine into your life, so that you can share your good tidings with your Queen of Cups. Just put it that way. What's clarification for your energies here? The Three of Pentacles. You want to engage and collaborate with your Queen of Cups to forge a new foundation with her that you never did in the past. So you want to work with her. You want to collaborate with her. If that's just all about coming together in love and forging a solid foundation of love and, abundance and prosperity, life with her, okay? Also, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is someone that you have not let go of. Yeah, you have not let go of her. You have not been able to let go of her. Yeah, so you've been receiving. You want to be enlightened. You want to be able to know and move towards your Queen of Cups in and divinely inspired, all-knowing way to make the best of it, right? What's the energy that she's sitting in? Eight of Swords, she's up in her head. Wow. And the Empress energy. Okay. All right. And the excuse me, the back of the deck. So she's elevated into the Empress energy, which is the energy you want to evolve into the Emperor energy to come correct to your Empress. But she's sitting in a lot of up in her head, concerns, worries, thoughts that it's not going to be. It's just never going to work out that way for her. To be happily ever after, to be happy-go-lucky. She's thinking that life just is not working out for her. Even though she's the Empress, she has a mind that says she's not faithful enough. She hasn't been faithful enough to believe that what she wants in her life in the way of love is just, it's not for her. It's not for her. So, Empress does not have to include love and love from somebody else in her life. She has self-love. She loves herself. She has the love of God. She knows she's highly evolved. She's an Empress after all. She's the most sought after feminine energy in the deck. She's all four queens put together. So she's everything that she needs, right? The only thing that she might be missing is the love, but she might have her mind on you, Sagittarius, but not seeing you moving towards her. And it's making her think that it's just not for her. It's not for her. Like, you are not for her. That's never meant to be. Okay, so the back of the deck is saying differently. Ace of Cups, King of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the Devil energy at the very back after that. So, yeah, there's been some divine inspiration coming over this individual, like Sagittarius's mind, over your mind, that is talking to you a great deal about the love in your heart and the love in your heart that you have for a certain person. It may not be the person you're with, and you need to take action to move towards her and this love passionately. With that balanced, there's divinely inspired passion, motivation to move slowly and methodically but persistently towards the one you love. The divine is going to help you feel inspired and impassioned, as well as helping you connect and reconnect with the deep love that you have in your heart that maybe you have not been allowing it to be expressed in your world for one reason or another. Could be for many different reasons. So yeah, this is what you need to take action to move towards your Empress, so that you can have a really great, divinely inspired life experience. It's all good things, because the divine is a top priority for you, and it already is for your Empress. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify the Four Wands and the World energy here, what current energy is. Archangel Michael, will you please clarify these two energies? The Commitment card, the Four Wands, could also be a Twin Flame card, because it's 1111. It's the Twin Flame number. 11 being mirrored back to itself. One soul. Twin Flame is one soul, two people. Okay, Five of Wands. The Fool. And the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. We've got the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. With the Lovers, well, yeah, there's your Twin Flame. Okay, so these cards are being clarified by feeling conflicted about moving things forward towards your Queen of Cups because you had been in a commitment or are in a commitment with somebody that is not your twin flame. May appear to be a twin flame, but it's a false twin flame. It's more of a karmic partner. And you don't know how to move past that in order for you to get out of conflict and chaos in your life. You're feeling inwardly conflicted, and you're having conflict brought into your life by your how you engage with your wife here, Sagittarian. Okay. And maybe other people in your life, like a community, would give you nothing but grief if you were to divorce this commitment here, divorce from this commitment. Family, friends, maybe her family, whatever, you might feel as though you're going to have to do a lot of battling that maybe you don't know if you're up for it. But even so, and the inner conflict is like, should I, shouldn't I? Should I do this? If I do this is what's going to happen. If I don't do this, I'll just live with regret and remorse, right, from what I've done previously to my Empress. And obviously to her too, the karma you had to pay off in order for you to be able to move forward, take a leap of faith towards your Empress. You're ready, you're wanting to do it, but you're conflicted about doing it. But that's what you want to do. And you're worried that if you do this, you're going to lose a lump sum of money in a divorce settlement. But at the same time, you realize, because you begin allowing yourself to become enlightened by the divine, allowing the divine to be more and more in your life, more and more allowing your thoughts to be more lit up by love instead of fear, right? That that the Ace of Cups and the motivation and inspiration will come from the divine, as well as the prosperity. This is a lump sum of a great big blessing of prosperity from the divine in some way, shape, or form, an inheritance, of lottery winning, a work promotion, or a bonus, or some severance pay, or whatever it is, right? Maybe you get a new job if you're relocating to be closer to your Empress, and maybe it's a consultant work or whatever, and it pays really well. So one way or another, the divine will bring the money in, the material things that you need in order for you to take that path towards your Empress, which is it's the correct path to take that you didn't take before. However, you met her back in the day, in the distant past, and she, you don't realize it until now that she is actually, there's a strong soul tie to her that you may have felt when you first met her, but didn't mean anything to you. It's just like maybe you didn't understand it, whatever, but you're seeing it more so now because you're allowing the light of the divine to bring clarity into your mind about such things, right? So the Seven of Swords energy, what are we talking about with the Seven of Swords energy in the distant past? Distant past, please, Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, what can you tell us about the Seven of Swords energy? Seven of Swords energy. Interesting. Freudian slip, I don't know. Nine of Pentacles, you're appearing to be single when you weren't. Knight of Wands, yep, reverse, I take it, is player energy. Yeah, and the King of Swords, oh, ouch. Yep, reverse as well, ouch. With the Page of Swords, difficult message of truth. Yep, that's what that was all about. And then, of course, secrets, which is pushing your emotions down, not allowing them to have anything to do with what's going on in your life, so that you can, coldly and callously cut somebody out of your life, which was the Queen of Cups or Empress, however you looked at her at that time. You saw her as a darling, she really was, and she was exceptional to you. It's like, wow, how did I meet this one here? She's great. She's everything I would want, but I can't realize it. It cannot be realized because I am not single. I am just playing here. I'm having a playful time right now, just having a fling with somebody, just to meet my needs. And then I gotta go. I gotta go because, obviously I'm married. So there, you delivered a difficult message of truth that I can't be with you. I am going to be with, I am committed to my wife. And you cut her out. You said, so, I need to, I can't have two people in my life. I can't give to two people. So I need to say goodbye. So that was it. That was the end of that. All right. So, what's the Wheel of Fortune energy? Yeah, that's where you met. That's when you met back here. You met the Queen of Cups Empress, and that's how you dealt with it. So it's no wonder you're, Saggy, it's no wonder you're caught up in your head about this. What to do? You don't, you want to take a leap of faith, but wow. Okay. That's how you dealt with it back then. So what's the Wheel of Fortune energy here? The Tower moment. Okay, karma. The Page of Pentacles. And the Eight of Cups. Okay. Nine of Wands. The Wounded Warrior. Okay, so you have been thinking fondly ever since that time about your Queen of Cups. You've had fond thoughts of it, and you just see her as somebody, you've only been able to see her as somebody as be like a friend to you because you were committed. But you also would like to start off with her as a friend if it can't be anything else right away, more than that. But you also had a child too, or at least one child, that when the Tower came down, you were committed to, your wife, obviously, and your family in this Four of Wands energy, where you had children that if you were to have walked away from them, what would that do? So you walked away from her instead. You cut her out, right? You went back to your commitment, or you never left your commitment, right? You may have told her that you left your wife, or you and your wife are separated. You're just not divorced yet, and you're worried about being divorced for whatever reason, getting divorced because of the kids, worried about getting divorced because of the kids. You didn't want to do that to your kids. And so you walked away from your dream girl here, the Queen of Cups Empress, and a Tower came down because you lied to her and you were cheating on her. You lied to the Queen of Cups, saying that you were single when you weren't, and you were cheating on your wife because you weren't actually separated. You were actually still together. So the Tower had to come down. Your foundation had to be shook up so that you could start afresh, start new. And that would have been very painful, this Tower coming down. Very, very painful. So you were wondering whether or not you should have walked away from your girl here, the Queen of Cups. But in any case, that's the past, the recent past energy, and you've been feeling like a wounded warrior ever since the Tower came down, because the wrath of a woman, come on, right? And then you had two women that you broke their hearts. You broke their hearts because you cheated. Sorry, Sagittarius, but that's what it looks like. You cheated. So the Emperor here, no, sorry, what are you thinking about? What's Sagittarius thinking about? Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. Yeah, what's Sagittarius thinking about? He's thinking about the Queen of Cups. What else? Nope. The Knight of Cups, offering a sincere and devoted cup of love. Courage to do it, not holding yourself back anymore, and not putting her in defense mode because she still would be the other woman, right? The Queen of Wands is the other woman. She's quite, your Queen of Cups is quite alluring and beautiful and all that sort of stuff, charismatic, You just see her as a real warrior and somebody who is just highly sexy and sensual. However, that is also the other woman energy right there. So that would say that you're thinking about being with your Queen of Cups, giving her a committed and devoted cup of love to her, and finding the courage to be able to do that, and holding back from putting her in the other woman position again. Okay, so in other words, you're thinking about, how can I do this and not put her in the third party situation again? I have to figure out how I'm going to get out of this one so that I can move towards her without her putting her defenses up, putting healthy boundaries up, so that she doesn't push me away. Because she's not, I can't make her think that she's the other woman anymore. I have to let her know that I am definitely single now. I'm definitely, I'm not a husband to this one anymore. That's the energy you want to be in, right? Near future. Emperor energy. What can we know, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, about the Emperor's energy here? What is going to happen? What is this energy most about? One way or the other. What are we talking about here? Nine of Swords. Okay, the Emperor is losing sleep at night for what he's done or what he wants to do. The Three of Wands. He's thinking about turning his back on his marriage and moving towards his Empress to be her King of Pentacles. And let's see. But obviously not until he's had a change of perspective, right? Until he's been, remember this comes after this. So we've got the Emperor energy here being clarified by him having sleepless nights, wanting and thinking about his Queen of Cups Empress, but also, how am I going to be able to break the news to my wife that I don't want to be with her anymore, I don't love her, and that I need to move on from her and this marriage? That's a lot of fears, right? There's 9 fears up there that she's afraid it's going to come down on her while she sleeps. But of course they're not. But that's what she's afraid of. It's the uncertainties of things, which is what the moon energy brings. So his plan is to turn his back on this marriage and move towards his Queen of Cups Empress. But again, how to do this without hurting? Right? I don't think it's possible, right? That's what emotions are all about. But he wants to take what he has and give it to his queen. He's very relaxed. He's got his nice, beautiful green cloak on, whatever you call it, cape on, and big golden pentacle back there, sitting on a golden throne in nature. He's looking away from his marriage towards his Empress, right? And he wants to be able to give her everything that maybe he had been giving to this marriage, but this time it would be with a big cup of love and a lot of inspiration, passion, and excitement. So this is what he wants to do, and come to her correctly as the Emperor energy, because that's what an Empress deserves. Not just a king, although he can go to her and still be in like open mind learning mode. Please show me the way. Show me how to be someone who's living by the divine and divinely inspired and led. Okay, please show me how to do that. But I know I got some hanging out yet to do. So he is being held back because he's still in his commitment, but that's the divine keeping him in that energy of feeling stagnant, having to sacrifice what he dreams about, being with his Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands Empress. So he's got to be held by the foot for a while, upside down, so that he can get a new perspective on life, so he can see things differently, to be able to feel his heart, to find his heart, to listen to his heart, to say who is really chiming the loudest in my heart right now? Who is it that I am, that I am actually seeking? What will bring me the most fulfillment in my life besides the divine? Is there somebody in my life that represents that for me? And that is, of course, the Empress. You're going to come to see that if you haven't already. Right? That's the current, like the most current or most future, right? I can't think of that word. Why can't I think of it? Okay, so this is what you want to manifest. You want to manifest getting out of your commitment with your honey here, your wife, and to get divorced, because that's, well, now 10 of Cups, to have a 10 of Cups, okay, getting out of your commitment with your life, your 10 of Cups life with your wife. That's what you want to break, that tradition. You want to break that contract with her, so that you want to manifest that somehow. And you're thinking, how can I do this without a lot of pain? Well, Sagittarius, I don't think that's really possible. You just got to bite the bullet, unfortunately. And hopefully that when you do it, you've got a place to go. That's all I can say. I hope when you do it, you got a place to go. Because otherwise life could become very unbearable under the same roof. I mean, that just makes sense. So who's this 3 Cups in your environment? Well, it's the Empress, right? So let's go. Someone who's been feeling, sad and left out, but working hard, missing love, missing out on love, working hard and forging forth in life with truth and clarity, divinely inspired and led truth and clarity and transparency. This Empress here is, she feels like she's missing out on love, right? Because that's why she's up in her head saying, it's just not for me. It's not showing up in my life. It must be not for me. Just not for me, right? And so she's feeling like that. She's feeling that she's sad and missing out on love. But she's at the same time working hard on building a life for herself, her finances, and she's doing it valiantly with integrity and just telling the truth like it is, kind of thing. That's her way. All right. Oh yeah. And with the Queen of Swords, and she's definitely somebody who is intuitive, great communicator, and just straightforward, not necessarily putting a lot of emotion in what she says, how she writes or speaks or expresses herself, but it's going to be something that is divinely inspired communication. And you realize that when you're receiving information from the divine, it's like very black and white. There's compassion, but it's like there's no emotion. So if you were to talk to your guide, kind of thing, you can feel the love, but the words are not emotional. There's no emotion there. It's about giving you the truth the way it is, because there's no emotions. Emotions do not belong in spirit. Emotions are for just this world, this life that we live in, this universe, okay? That's what makes us slightly, a lot different than animals, is that we have this emotional based, where there's a whole range of different emotions, right? But that's not a spiritual thing. It's always going to come across very, very, like, not bluntly necessarily, but black and white, no emotions. So that's what she's being like. She's speaking the truth. She's speaking the truth without all this emotional garbage to express it, because emotions just begets more emotions. And if you're speaking the truth, your truth about something, you just need to do it. Just need to do it upright and just say it how you're thinking it. You say it how you think of it. But of course, keep in mind that you're not in the business of hurting people. That's the best way. Okay, so enough of that. And let's talk about the final card here before we close it out. The High Priestess. Can you explain to us, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, the outcome of the High Priestess? What does this mean to our Sagittarians? Please, and thank you. Yeah, she's not expecting it. Your Empress is not expecting you to come forward. She doesn't think it's going to happen. That it's supposed to be part of her life. You or anyone else for that matter. She's just relying on the divine right now for all that she needs, which is fine. Seven of Pentacles. Looking at the past, seeing what Two of Wands and Two of Cups. With the Ten of Pentacles energy. Commitment, right? Okay, so the final energy here is the High Priestess, somebody who is looking at the past to see what they've been sowing and harvesting, and realizing that they've been leaving love out of their life, like the divine. The divine is unconditional love, okay? So they've been, Saggy, you've been choosing the path that has not yet led to the unconditional type of love in your life. You had a snippet of it here when you met your Queen of Cups back then in those days, but through fear and through a prior commitment, you cut that unconditional love out of your life. The opportunity to have that in your life from that moment on, you cut that out. And instead you went towards something that was not an unconditional love. Now you have your sights set on the Two of Cups person that you truly do love, that you know it would be an unconditional eco-reciprocity type of love, give and take, and that you want to give to this this connection here with your Queen of Cups Empress. You want to give everything. You want to commit. You want to be loyal, and you want to tell her this is for the long haul. I plan to be committed to you for the rest of my life. That is what you want. This is a 10 of coins. It's the highest you can go. 10. Like, that's a great deal of money. It's a great deal of abundance, whether that's in finances, love, health, career, whatever. I mean, investments, stuff like that. It's everything there. It's including a devoted connection, commitment to somebody that you love. 2. So 10 of Pentacles, kind of quite the quintessential of the deck. So yeah, you're looking at how much you were harvesting without unconditional love in your life. That's only 7. You move towards the right person on the right path that's divinely lit, because you've enlightened yourself as well. You will intuitively know that it's her that you are missing in your life and need to reconnect with, and then you'll be having 10 pentacles instead of just the 7, because this is gonna include unconditional love, that kind of love. Well, I hope that was very insightful for you. I've got a new deck. It's called the Divinely Guided Messages of Love, and I want to try this out to see what messages you have for your love, for your Empress, and then we'll see if she's got anything in return for you. Maybe. We'll see. All right. Here we go. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, inspire us. Reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes. Well, I don't need to explain that. Obviously, you had a good time, and you had, like, sense of humor. Both of you had a sense of humor. Yep. New chapter. I am trying to move on, and that's exactly what this reading started off with, right? So yeah, you're trying to tell her that you're trying to move on from your marriage, from the old chapter, and that you want to mend, you want to fix your connection with her. Yeah, most definitely you want to mend it, because I mean, you want to move back towards her. Okay, so what does she want to say to you? Damage. We are both hurting from this. Okay, she recognizes that. She knows she's hurting, but she doesn't, this doesn't necessarily mean that she sees you coming back, but she does know She intuits, because she's highly intuitive after all, that from the ether she's getting the energy that you do hurt not being with her. Values, we have too many differences. Well, yeah, back then you did. I mean, you valued your committed relationship, and you valued making yourself happy and gratified in the moment. But also you valued that you needed to do what you wanted to do and to go back to your commitment. Those were your values at the time. Her values were, I want to be loved. I want to be in love with somebody, and I've not been meeting the ones that would put me in that, that I would feel like that with, right? So that's why she's been feeling like it's not been for her. Yep, she doesn't know any different because you haven't come forward, not yet. Gossip. I'm afraid of what other people will think. Well, yeah, if she were to continue engaging in this clandestine type of relationship with you, then that would be something that she would be probably embarrassed and not feeling, having high self-esteem or confidence about if she was engaging with a married man. So she wouldn't want people to gossip. So if you're going to come to her, remember, you don't want to put her in the other woman position. If you're married and moving towards her, not a good idea. So she would not accept you like that, because she's an Empress after all. She wouldn't accept you like that because, first of all, she would worry what other people would think of her if she was engaging with a married man. So I hope that helps. There is nothing really in that. Let's see if there's one more message about what she thinks about you. Habits. I don't know if we will ever change. Okay. She doesn't look like she's very hopeful, or maybe even thinking about it, but this is what's in her subconscious, at least, that the damage has been done, your values are different, and she couldn't be with somebody who is married like this again. Well, she didn't think you were married back then, and that your habits, the way you operate and the way she operates in life, is totally different. So that's it, my dear Sagittarius. I hope it was helpful. I hope it inspires you to be able to take action like you say you want to take action, and move towards your Queen of Cups with great big love in your heart and reciprocity, equal give and take, and just be honest, true, and loving, compassionate, caring, and everything that an Empress deserves to have in her life, because she's done a lot of living, a lot of lessons she's learned through hardships, including the one she had with you. If you really do see her as your soul divine twin, or at least a deeply, strongly connected soulmate connection, then you need to take the action that is right. The divine is lighting on your path. Open up your heart, put your focus, your attention on your heart, and then imagine the sun actually shining on your heart, and start feeling how that energy from the sun, even through your imagination, how it comes in, starts making your heart feel like you start feeling like there's pressure on your heart, like good pressure. And you might even feel it open up like a bubble. Just saying. I do that in meditation. Thank you so much for being here today, and I look forward to next month when I read for you again. Take care of yourself, and if you like this, please subscribe. Subscribe, like, and comment. Bye for now.